Hey guys, welcome back. It's Epic's What If, and today we're back with a new series, which is What If Naruto was adopted by the legendary Sannin. When I say the legendary Sannin, I only mean Jiraiya and Tsunade. I don't actually mean Orochimaru. He's still out of the village, he's still a terrorist, and he's still that slimy bastard that we all love from the original. Nothing changes there. Also, on a side note, I'm currently also researching about the What If Naruto had the dark release. Now, I did look into it, and it's not really a whole bunch clear what it is about. But I do actually want to do this one. If you guys want to see it, do let me know down below. I'll probably do it either way, but it will make me feel better if you want to see it. Be a good content provider and all. Now, what is the whole scenario with the legendary Sannin about? Well, both of them, Jiraiya and Tsunade had different motives for adopting Naruto somewhat, not necessarily, but nothing romantic has actually happened between them. It's not like they suddenly fell in love and now want to adopt a kid together. No, that didn't happen. Different reasons. You could basically call this What If Tsunade adopted Naruto with Jiraiya being the godfather who's around. But I don't want to call it that because nobody would search that up. Except for What If Tsunade adopted Naruto. I think the people search that up a lot. I don't know. Now, how would this actually happen? Well, first off, the entire scene with Minato dying, everything happens as it did in the original. Nothing changes there. Except for the fact that Tsunade was actually coming back into the village after having a bit of a roam around the Land of Fire. Now, she comes back into the village and she basically finds out that Minato's dead. There's a kid. Half of the Nine-Tails inside the kid. People died. They look at the kid as evil, spawn of Satan. Classic village stuff. Nothing special. Now, she finds out that there's going to be a meeting discussing what is going to happen with the kid. And, well, she's invited into the meeting because she is the last living Senju somehow. I don't know. They all just died off. Now, Tsunade goes into the meeting room and the discussion is going, and the village elders are basically telling everybody that they should probably train Naruto as an asset of the village, weapon for the village, and Danzo is actually pushing for that. And Tsunade is thinking to herself, this poor little boy who reminds her of her brother for some reason, I don't really know. And she's thinking to herself, he would probably not have a great life if he was trained by fucking Danzo of all people. Yeah, he probably wouldn't make a good father. No. Now, she's thinking to herself and she decides to speak up. She basically tells everybody in the boring meeting room, that she wants to adopt Naruto and there's nothing you fuckers can do to stop her because she's Tsunade. Now, they do ask her why the fuck would she want to do that, and Tsunade is basically like, well, I could train him, and, if you guys allow me to do so, I will probably stay in the village, the best medic in town, in the village, supporting you motherfuckers. Why am I cursing so much? And they actually agree that having Tsunade in the village would probably be a good thing. She's Tsunade, after all. And it is at this very point when they were thinking about what to do with Tsunade's proposal that Jiraiya walks into the meeting room, guns blazing, toads hopping, all that shit. Now, Jiraiya basically tells everybody that he is in fact Naruto's godfather and he is here to claim his godson because he probably should have done that in the original. Actually, no, that would probably hinder Naruto's character and all that shit, I don't know. But, he's basically like, he is my godson and I will have him. You fuckers can't stop me. And they're like, what do you mean? And considering Jiraiya and Minato, the people they would probably, written it down somewhere that Jiraiya is in fact Naruto's godfather. And they do look at that and they deliberate some more. And now, by all means, they feel like Jiraiya should have the boy. He is the boy's godfather. But they really want Tsunade in the village. And they basically lay out the situation in front of both of them. Now, they basically tell Tsunade that her wanting to adopt Naruto is a really valid point, and she probably should go for it because they need her in the village. Nothing more than that. And they look at Jiraiya and they go, but Jiraiya, you're his godfather. So you have all the right over the kid. We're gonna let you two deliberate on this. Actually, no, we're not. What if you both adopt him together, You could stay with Tsunade at the Senju mansion, and Jiraiya, you could be the estranged father who never gets to fuck the mother. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Jiraiya and Tsunade do in fact have a bit of a silent conversation with one another, with Jiraiya basically saying, what the fuck? Tsunade saying, fuck you. Both of them do in fact agree to these conditions somewhat, and both of them are willing to adopt Naruto together. Tsunade the mother, Jiraiya the father who'll never fuck the mother. Okay. Now, what happens with his childhood? Well, Tsunade would probably push for Naruto to be a studious kid as well, because mothers tend to do that. And, Naruto, he's not going to be the smartest in the class, but he is going to have basic knowledge of everything. He's not going to be a dumbass, is what I'm trying to say. Now, Tsunade would probably also work on physical strength training and, basically being a loving mother to a kid, while also trying to teach him some healing jutsu. Healing jutsu? Yeah, sure. Medical jutsu. And Jiraiya would just be there, teach the kid to have some fun in life, teach him some philosophies here and there, because Jiraiya was pretty fucking philosophical, aside from the perviness. And, he would basically teach Naruto the classic Uzumaki sealing jutsus and basic jutsus that he should probably learn as a young age. Now, Naruto inside of the academy is a pretty good student. Naruto, he's not the best. He's somewhere middle, a bit higher than middle. He's trained by this legendary Sannin, so he'll probably be in the top 5 students of the class. Sasuke, for now, when they first meet, the people of the Uchiha clan haven't actually been massacred yet. So Sasuke and Naruto have a bit of a rivalry going on. Both of them are basically competing for the top spot, with Sasuke, currently Sasuke is Sasuke, the kid Sasuke, so he's not great. He's basically a decent learning ninja in the academy. He's nothing special, no. He's another Uchiha in the academy. Come on. Now, Sasuke and Naruto would probably, hang out outside school training with one another, and Naruto would probably get to meet Sasuke's Onicha Itachi as well. Now, Naruto may be adopted by the legendary Sannin, but the reputation of the Nine-Tailed Fox still holds true, and Naruto would still be a bit mistreated. I mean, not really to the extent as he was in the original, but, Naruto would still be looked at weird, and people would constantly, talk about him behind his back. He would hear that because, the village people aren't really known to be silent. And, they would probably, prevent their kids from playing with Naruto, and seeing as Sasuke would probably be encouraged by Itachi to go ahead and play with Naruto, kinda like Shikamaru was, is told by his father that he does not actually need to worry about Naruto. If Naruto's a good kid, then he should probably go and play with him. Doesn't really matter. Now, Sasuke, as Shikamaru did in the original, would actually take this advice and would actually play with Naruto as well, hang out with him outside of school and treat him like a normal person. Now, inside of school, Naruto is considered one of the cool kids because he is a pretty skilled shinobi who is not bad looking and actually has parents who are well renowned in the village. One is the Lady Tsunade, and the other is the great Gallant Jiraiya. Come on, the fucker's gonna have some fans. Now, also, Jiraiya would probably want Naruto to have some of the best teachers inside of the village, and he would know of Itachi's reputation. So he would basically tell Itachi, seeing as how Sasuke is already training with Naruto a whole bunch, if Itachi could, have a look at Naruto every now and then, he would really greatly appreciate it. And Itachi would, he would not want to, well, anger the great Jiraiya, and also he doesn't mind Naruto, so he's like, of course, great Jiraiya, sir, I will. And Itachi will, every now and then train with Naruto alongside Sasuke as well. Now, Naruto, Itachi, and Sasuke, as Itachi comes to look at Naruto as, you know what, why not? I like using this term a whole bunch. Like a brother. Oh, brother. Okay, now, what is gonna happen? Let's actually talk about Jiraiya and Tsunade's relationship as well. Why not, right? Let's develop the relationships. Now, Jiraiya and Tsunade, during the start of this entire situation, they were actually clashing heads a whole bunch with Tsunade, punching Jiraiya through the fucking house whenever he tried something weird. Because it's Jiraiya, he probably would. Now, Jiraiya would, he wouldn't actually live with Tsunade. That's not happening. He still hangs around. He goes outside of the village a whole bunch. He comes in the village and, he looks at baby Naruto and all that shit. Tsunade is basically the stay-at-home mother, who's also a fucking badass. Why not? And, Jiraiya and Tsunade basically starts to soften up to Jiraiya over the years being so close, with Jiraiya trying to tone down the perviness in front of a baby Naruto. He would probably learn to do that. I mean, hopefully. Especially with Tsunade around, he would probably tone down the perviness a bit. Quite a bit. And, Tsunade would soften up to Jiraiya, and I'm taking that nowhere for now. Now, what else is gonna happen? Well, I don't know, I'm gonna leave it at this one. I'm gonna keep this a short one. I don't really want to spend a whole bunch of time into this. I basically did this as a startup for this idea. I don't really know if you guys want to see this. If you guys actually want to see this, more of this, rather, let me know. Also, if you guys want to see the dark release video, what if Naruto had the dark release Kekkei Genkai, let me know as well, because I am working on it. I'll probably release one episode. If you guys want more, you guys are gonna have to let me know. And the what if Kakashi adopted Naruto is going to be coming up in a few days. And by a few days, I probably mean another week. I am sorry, I am so lazy. Now, I'll see you guys then. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but peace.